Now in our area, teens are taking matters into their own hands to get the message of prevention out. Nicole Israel reports.
Today marks the 22nd World AIDS Day, and while much has been done to combat HIV/AIDS, for these teens there is still much to do.
A day like this really gives us a lot more in-depth information, so it's really helpful that we can learn the small details about what HIV is, how to prevent it.
I feel that now that I've learned more about HIV/AIDS, contraception, STIs, teen pregnancy, I feel that I can share it with my friends and help them prevent these things from happening.
In Tenafly, the Hackensack University Medical Center hosted its 12th World AIDS Day Conference. This year's theme is Universal Access and Human Rights, to stress the importance of access to HIV/AIDS prevention, treatment, and care services. The event brought medical professionals, students, and patients to talk about what sometimes remains unspoken.
They're dying every day, and our object is to educate them, to make them understand what behavior they should avoid to protect themselves, and to teach them really what is this disease, how did we get here, and then most importantly, give them an opportunity to ask questions.
Sometimes it's easier and less intimidating to hear things from other teenagers like yourself and some of your peers rather than hearing like a lecture from somebody much older.
And one patient on hand to answer questions is former model Trevor Elam, who contracted HIV in 2002 and suffered years of depression and drug addiction, but now says he's on track and ready to spread a positive message.
Enough is enough. You know what I mean? I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, if I can use that old cliche. You know, it was just time for me to get my life together, because I was not going to live my life, the rest of my life, being like a drug addict. No matter who you choose to be intimate with, just always protect yourself.
More than 33 million people worldwide have HIV/AIDS. According to the CDC, in the United States, more than 1 million people are estimated to be living with HIV, as over 56,000 Americans become infected with HIV each year. And what was once a fatal disease decades ago is now a chronic disease. And some teachers say the students' mindset have also transformed.
Today, students are getting much more personable with the questions because they're identifying rather than relating. They're identifying and realizing that their own behaviors can potentially put them at risk. And this is a perfect showcase to be able to say, what can I do to prevent this from happening?
Meanwhile, the lasting message at this event was clear.
And kind of saying that it will all be okay no matter what, but you really have to be careful.
Today's day is all about spreading awareness, so for the most part, just be careful, try to get informed, do whatever you can, because it really is a serious issue.
Reporting from Tenafly, this is Nicole Israel for WMBC News.
Also to note, in July, the White House released the National HIV/AIDS Strategy. The plan seeks to reduce new HIV infections by 2015, increase access to care while improving health outcomes for people living with HIV by 2015, and reduce HIV-related health disparities by 20% by that target date, 2015.